Last time on Technohobo Adventures. Last week I made it about 50 miles total. So this week I'm hoping to do a bit better than that. Man, this is just depressing. There's so many people coming by, just nobody stopping whatsoever. Doesn't matter, sign, no sign. I feel like I could be out here forever. Nobody's gonna stop. This man right here just saved me a whole lot of trouble. Took me about 73 miles, I think you said. I found out that there is public transportation that goes all the way from here to the other side of Atlanta. So Atlanta's public transportation system is almost good. All the buses are controlled by like the individual counties, so you can't transfer between them. I ended up paying $250 for the Douglas County bus, $250 for the Cobb County bus, $350 for the train, and then I would have had to pay $250 for the last bus as well, but that guy was apparently in a hurry and just kind of waved people on. I ended up paying $850. A little skeptical about this area, to be honest. I don't know if I'll be able to get a ride here. I'm just gonna keep walking. You know, these long walks, it always starts out, you get real confident. Yeah, that last mile seems pretty ridiculous right now. And so we start this week's video at a very busy spot. Alright, so this is a pretty busy place. Still quite urban, which I don't love, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. I think this is probably the dirtiest intersection I've ever been at. Yeah, I can't really, there's nowhere to walk from here. I mean, maybe, but it's gonna be pretty far. I think I've been having more luck when I use a sign. So, I think I had a cup of coffee at the Wendy's. Maybe that's why I'm feeling a little cheeky right now. Augusta or Busta? I flew my cheeky sign for quite a while until the smog and the sun started to get to me. Yeah, I've been out there for a little bit, and although I like the Augusta or Busta sign, Augusta is like 2 hours away, so I think I might be limiting myself a little too much. Madison is about 30 minutes away, and it has a bunch of truck stops and stuff, so I think that I'm going to make another sign and go for Madison instead. Alright, I'm taking a break after like another hour out there. Well, I don't know if it's been enough. It's been like 2 hours total. I kind of feel like at this point I kind of have the feeling that it's better to hitchhike in the evening anyway. It might be good in the morning, but I just haven't been able to wake up before 10 at all. So I'm gonna wait until, I don't know, like 3:30. I'll go out there again maybe. And in the meantime, I'm gonna check out this like sporting goods store, which probably has some interesting stuff that I might want in it. Not that I have any money, but I'll just take a look. I'm thinking a lot lately about how I need a hat. Something not exactly like this, but maybe a little more stylish. Something a little more like this kind of shape, but I don't want it a straw hat. I'd rather it be like black, sort of whatever they call that stuff, like velvet leather or whatever. Some kind of knife would be nice as well. Didn't realize that swords and throwing knives were sporting goods now. Something like this, pepper spray, would actually be pretty nice. But then I've also heard that just having like a nice sturdy flashlight is actually almost as good as any sort of other weapon. Solar panels is an interesting one. I don't think these ones could actually charge my phone, but having some sort of solar panel stuff would be very, very helpful. This is like a shoulder strapped bag. I've definitely been thinking I could use something like that. I was thinking like a fanny pack actually. Just something that can attach around my waist or my chest or something. And then I'd have like, I put things that I access frequently in there, so I don't have to like drop my backpack and fiddle with stuff to get it all out. It'd be nice. A hammock has been on my list for a while. I don't think I could use it in every situation, but if I had a nice, and I would want it to be like camo or something too. If I had a nice hammock, I could use that every once in a while too. I bought some oatmeal a while ago, thinking that I could use the hot water from a gas station to make it. But I don't really have a good vessel to do that with, and something like this could work. Honestly, if this kind of stuff wasn't so expensive, it would be pretty nice. I've never seen bug repellent in a wipe form before. See, something like this is basically what I would have been looking for when I started out. I got a camping pad that was like memory foam, and it like inflated itself or something like that. But something like this, you know, it just packs down so small. That would have been really nice. But the price tag on that is a little steep. If there is a really easy way to keep a skateboard on me, that would be nice, to have just another way to get around without having to walk. Wouldn't be able to use it everywhere, but when you can, it would save a lot of effort. Something like this could honestly free up so much space in my backpack that I could use for other things. So that was kind of fun, I guess. Got some ideas for stuff I would like to get in the future, but can't really do any of that right now. Even if I can't buy any of that stuff right now, it's actually nice to just have a good idea of things that I could need in the future. In case anybody ever offers to buy stuff, or in case I just get my hands on more money, just having that list on hand is a good thing. Alright, got a ride. I got a ride over to Madison. So Madison has 2 exits. And the second one has like a bunch of fast food and stuff on it. This one's much smaller. I got dropped off at the first one, so I don't know. It seems pretty slow. I will probably end up walking to the other exit at some point. But like, we'll see. See, this is like this is a really nice cushy area. It's not the most hidden right here. But I wonder if I went a little further this way, if this might be pretty well hidden. But like this whole area is like pretty flat. It's a lot of pine cones, but I can move those. And then shady, relatively hidden. This is a low traffic area, so even if it's not perfectly hidden, it's fine. There's a very, very thick spider web right there. The unit of a spider web. I think it's right there. If I go here, I should be fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, like something like this little shady tree right here. I could set up a tent in there. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of hang around here for tonight, and maybe I'll move in the morning. Oh my god, I just noticed that this unit of a spider web was made by a unit of a spider. See if I can get close enough to get it on camera. Holy crap. Like I have a mild arachnophobia, and that is triggering the shit out of it right now. Holy shit. As an apology for making you look at that creepy bug, here's a little cute bug. Entomological diversions aside, I camped out there for the night, and in the morning I started to make my way to the next spot. Alright, don't have much battery left, so I gotta be quick. I was thinking about whether or not I was going to try and panhandle today. I've got about $5 left, plus whatever I have in quarters, which might be another $3 or $4. And I've decided against it for now. Perhaps I will elaborate on that later, but for right now I'm going to get walking. Well, that spot was great. This morning I got a chance to really clean myself up, change my clothes, repack my backpack, all that kind of stuff. Nice to be able to kind of take my time and do all that. From here, pretty much there's nothing between here and Augusta. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be people who are trying to take me part way, but there's not that much between here and Augusta, so I think I can just get all the way there. I was thinking about doing some panhandling earlier because I am pretty much out of money. I spent like the last $3 of like bills that I have. I have some quarters, which might add up to $5 or something like that. But I spent the last of the bills on canned food. Should last me a couple days maybe. And other than that, I guess I'm hoping that I get picked up and that person maybe gives me money and buys me food, and and hopefully I can get some money along the way somewhere. We are now entering the phase where money is going to be a constant worry, and having to ration food is a reality. Alright, there's also a couple of truck stops nearby. So I'm thinking if I don't get picked up today and I have to stay overnight, then maybe in the morning I will go truck to truck and just ask people if they're going to Augusta and if I can catch a ride. It's something I haven't done until now, but it, you know, could work. I don't know. Is that what I think it is? Holy crap. I don't want to get too close because I know they're not really nice to touch or whatever. Potentially very not nice to touch. I heard they carry leprosy or something. But damn, I just had to get a shot of that. Well, I just ate one can of food that I have, and I got 2 more left in the bag, and then I got like maybe $5. And you know, rationing food sucks. You know what you can do to help? You can like the video, you can subscribe, you can hit the bell, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and more than anything, if you have some money to give, you can go over to Patreon and subscribe. The lowest amount is $5. Even that helps a lot. That'll get you exclusive access to bonus content. After that, you can get access to the Discord, where you can talk to me and anybody else on there. And then you get the ability to vote in polls and help make decisions. So, honestly, it really helps a lot. Helps me avoid these types of situations. And yeah, I appreciate it a lot. So, I've been thinking a little bit. I think I'm at an important turning point right now, where the novelty has started to wear off. You know, the initial enthusiasm and excitement that I have for just changing up my way of life and all that, that's starting to wear off, and now like the uncomfortable parts are becoming a lot more obvious. What I need to do to solve this is I need to go out of my way to express the freedom that I have in this position. I need to go out of my way to find fun things to do, to go explore the little corners of the world that you don't usually get to explore, and to enjoy the places that I'm in and the things that I'm able to do. Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot of potential, and I need to be more aware and more proactive in making that potential happen. What I was trying to say basically is that I need to try and have more fun and take the opportunities to get comfortable and invest time in just being a human being for a little bit, and not trying to spend all my time making progress towards some goal. So I, you know, took some time to start stretching and do a little bit of exercise, taking care of my body a little bit because I had been feeling pretty worn down by this point. And honestly, doing just this little bit of exercise made me feel a little more human again. In addition to that, I also did some exploration of just the area that I was in. A lot of that footage got cut out, so if you want to see that, go subscribe on the Patreon. $5 will get you that footage. But here's a little peek. And here's another little secret hideaway here. This is out behind the highway's right over there. It's like across a road from where I was before. But you know, when you're living like this and you're always looking in the little corners and stuff, you find things that you might not expect. This is around where I saw that armadillo yesterday too. You know, when I got that ride a couple days ago from a trucker, he said something which made me sad, which was that, you know, the whole country kind of looks the same after a while. And I thought to myself, you know, I'm sure that's true from his perspective. You know, he's on the road mostly, maybe staying in hotels, probably sleeping in the back of his truck most of the time. And he's going into the cities to deliver stuff, and then he's coming back out of the cities. He's not really taking the time to, you know, look around. You don't have time to look around when you're a trucker delivering stuff. But, you know, when you do take the time, there's stuff out here, you know. There's cool stuff everywhere. And this thing goes pretty deep, too. I thought it would just be a little, like, access road, but it seems like it goes pretty deep in there. I think it looks like there's maybe a bit of a lake over there. Yeah, okay, lake might be a strong term. More of a little pond, but still cool. I'm also just realizing, pretty sure these are all deer tracks. Like, all over the place here. There's got to be a ton of deer in these woods. And then I would guess these are like raccoon tracks or something. Something like that. They're too like spread out. They look like little people hands. I would imagine that's a raccoon. Seems like it gets progressively woodier and woodier as you go further in here. But this looks pretty much perfect for setting up my tent. It's still right by this pond. Alright, there's my tent. I want to make a little point about camouflage as well. Because as you can see, it's not perfect, right? The camouflage is never perfect, and that's not really the point of it. And the reason I got this net, instead of just relying on, you know, the bare camo from the tent cover, the reason I got this net is because somebody on YouTube, when I was researching stealth camping, made the point, people who are not right up on you, people who are, for instance, on this main trail while I'm way over there, aren't going to be able to see that well anyway. What they're mainly going to be able to see, if they see anything, are colors that stand out and sharp outlines. And the sharp outlines is the thing that really caught my attention and made it click for me why this is a good way of doing camouflage. So if you look back in there, yes, you know it's there so you can see it. But if you were just scanning the area, right, there's no colors that jump out at you, and there's no sharp outline that jumps out at you. If you're, for instance, looking through the trees like this, you know, it's not going to pop out at you. It'll just, it's like a lubricant for your vision. You just glide on past it. Much like how this video is going to glide on past the night and into the next morning, where I had some interesting visitors. However, everything was not sunshine and rainbows. The next day, I pretty much wasted entirely, and I was feeling pretty bummed about it when I recorded this next clip. I don't really know what to say. I feel incredibly ashamed of myself that I'm still here, because I have not tried to get a ride. I told myself I was going to, and I just didn't. I think I need to be less comfortable in the mornings, because I had a really great spot last night and I slept probably too well. I'm going to try and sleep close to the truck stop. I'm going to try and not use all of my stuff, so I'm not going to set up the tent. I might use the sleeping bag still, but I'm not going to set up the tent. Just make it so I can get that stuff put away quickly in the morning. And I'm going to try and wake up when the sun gets up and try and catch a ride with the trucker. So that's what I did. As counterintuitive as it seems, sometimes being comfortable is a bad thing. I laid down in the woods next to this truck stop with nothing but my camping pad and my sleeping bag, and ironically got a pretty good night's sleep. Well, That almost worked. I was awake at 6 and my alarm went off. But I didn't get much sleep. I got like 4 hours of sleep before that, so I said, okay, well, let me go sleep for another like 2 hours, and then by 8 o'clock the sun will be up, and then I'll go do stuff. And then we all know how that story goes. I hit snooze, and I hit snooze, and I hit snooze. It's not that bad because it's still only 10 o'clock. Whereas like the night before last night, I think I slept until noon. So it's better. And then hopefully, you know, tomorrow will be even better than that. But, yeah, I gotta get moving. I got in here after dark last night. It's pretty interesting how much just random woods there are around here. Makes my job pretty easy. I mean, it's obviously like filled with trash, but still. Yeah, this lot was full last night, and then everybody's already gone. So since there weren't many truckers there, and since I was kind of feeling shy, I guess, I decided to just hit the on-ramp again. And after a couple hours of that, I just had a thought. A lot of the truckers that pass by on the on-ramp are trying to give me signals, and they'll do stuff like, you know, which I don't know what that means. I mean, the closest I can figure is like, I can't stop here, maybe, is what they're trying to say. But, or a lot of times they'll just shrug and shake their head like, I can't pick you up, I can't stop here. I would, but I can't, that sort of thing. So, I just need to meet them where they're already stopped. So I walked over to a truck stop and talked to a couple truckers, and before you know it, I was in a truck. Turns out, truckers are pretty nice, and it's not that hard to get a ride from them. I just needed to be doing it the right way. Well, I gotta say, I'm a little embarrassed that I didn't try that sooner, because that was very easy. I just, like, all the truckers I've talked to have been very, very nice, very understanding. One guy gave me $10, even though he wasn't going my way. That was very nice of him. And then there's like the third guy I talked to was like, yeah, here, let me buy you some food, and then we'll go that way. Like, super, super nice people. And yeah, I think like the missing piece I was just not putting together was that, like, truckers aren't going to stop on an on-ramp, you know? So with that ride, I had made it to Augusta, Georgia. If it feels like that clip didn't feel very final, that's because I had intended to keep the video going for a little bit, but then after the fact decided this was a good stopping point. So next week you will see my journey from Augusta and onwards, which I mostly did on foot. But for now, that's going to be it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.